All right, so let's talk about the three beginner niches. Now, I have made a lot of money being a digital marketer, but I realize that sometimes that's a little overwhelming for people at the beginning because digital marketing encompasses so many different niches. So, these are three what I would call super beginner niches that don't require you to have a tremendous amount of experience online to start making money. All right, so the first one is a customer relationship manager. Just as it sounds, it is a job where you really help other entrepreneurs and business owners relate to their customers through customer support, email support, things like that. The second is social media management. This is where you are posting for them on Facebook, maybe managing their Facebook groups, helping them on Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, wherever they may be. There's different kinds of social media managers, but a basic beginner social media manager will be charging a retainer rate to just help on various social media platforms. Content manager is a little bit different from social media manager, but there's a lot of overlap. The main difference between a content manager and a social media manager is that the content manager often is working with podcasting or blogs. Sometimes they're doing transcription off of videos or they're repurposing content in a different way. So it's a little bit more of a broad-based job. All right, so let's go a little deeper into the online customer relationship manager role to see if it's something you'd like to do. So the thing is, there's a lot of names for all of these jobs. So some people might also call this an executive assistant, a customer support person, a virtual assistant, or an online business manager. So you can call yourself whatever you want, but just keep in mind that the people that are looking for you might not call that. And so you just have to know that they're going to just say all different kinds of things. And there's probably a million others that I didn't even list here. So here's a basic job description for an online customer relationship manager: answering emails, onboarding clients with contracts and invoices. So maybe you work for a coach who, does one-on-one coaching and you're doing the contracts and the invoices. Answering questions on Facebook Messenger and Instagram direct message when leads come in. Moderating Facebook groups, managing discovery call schedule or client's calendar of appointments, sending mail to joint venture partners for kind of collaborative relationships. You probably will be working in something like Asana, Trello, Basecamp, or Teamwork, which is project management software to help with tasks related to clients and customers. You might also be offboarding clients and gathering things like testimonials and feedback. So that's kind of what an online customer support person does. Social media manager, again, you're going to see a little overlap. Some people might call this a community manager, a social media virtual assistant, or they might call you just a Facebook ads person. Again, there's a lot to social media management. I'm trying to strip this down just to keep you moving and getting that first income. So basic job description of a general social media manager would be scheduling posts on Facebook, creating Instagram content, doing hashtag research, pinning blog posts on Pinterest, moderating Facebook groups, answering private messages from Messenger and Instagram, uploading content to YouTube with SEO, titles, and descriptions, possibly also running ads on Facebook and Instagram. I want to point out here that it's a great idea if you want to start with general social media management, but eventually the money is in when you can become a super specialist. So there are like Instagram specialists that focus on Instagram growth, not just distributing the content. So for a super beginner, I would say focus on just being that social media manager that distributes content and really works with engagement. When you get really good, you can do things like growth hacking on different channels, possibly doing ads as well. And that's when, the money just starts climbing. The third job is a content manager. People might call this a social media manager. They might call you a blogger, a virtual assistant, or an online business manager. So the job description is basically formats blog posts. Now, blog posts could be YouTube video transcriptions. It could be podcasts. It could be traditional blog posts, links, descriptions, featured images. Updating curriculum in courses and membership areas, uploading podcasts, as well as producing show notes or transcripts on the blog, creating Instagram content with captions, repurposing Facebook Lives, using bots, quote cards, and or running ads. You may also offer keyword and topic research for upcoming content. All right, so the problem here, and I just want to make a mention of this, these three jobs, you'll notice that I didn't say the word virtual assistant. The reason is because when you say virtual assistant, you automatically lower your pay grade. A lot of virtual assistants are known for being, from the Philippines, from other countries where you can pay them very, very little. And if you are US based or in any Western country, the prices that these VAs make is just like ridiculous. Like it's like $5 an hour. You'll never make any money doing that. So you can't call yourself a virtual assistant. That does not mean that you shouldn't respond to people looking for virtual assistants, because I used to do this where people would say, I need a virtual assistant to do this, and I would respond and be like, hey, I'd love to talk with you. And then I would show them in the call why a virtual assistant really isn't a great idea, but what they do need is, and then you enter your title: online customer support, relationship manager, content manager, whatever it happens to be. So I would steer away from calling yourself a virtual assistant and focus on those 3 beginner niches. So I'm just going to go back here so you can see them. And not everyone's going to know exactly what they want to do yet. That's okay. I think that you should just pick one and go with it. Now, what we've done here in this course is we've actually given you a services page that you can just plunk on your website, so you don't even have to write your services page. And everybody charges differently. I think when you're getting started, a retainer based is probably best. Eventually, you'll want to move away from that because that's just like a time money exchange relationship. I actually teach in my bigger course, the Digital Gangsta, I teach something called Proposal Secrets, which allows you to charge a lot more. So when you're ready to upgrade to that, that resource is at the bottom here. In the meantime, I think charging anywhere between $20 and $30 an hour is good. Base retainer. You can sell blocks of 10 to 20 hours a month starting and get customers and clients that way. So just pick one, and you can always change your mind later. So now, after we go from this video, now what it's time to do is actually set up your business. So we're going to go through that, and then you can find the skills training that relates to the one you chose. Of course, you can go through all the skills training. Jesse has put together a series of videos just to kind of help you navigate and get your bearings on these 3 different roles. It's not completely 1000% comprehensive because there's always new software, always new stuff. But remember, you will learn so much on the fly in the wild with customers, and it's really important that you remember that it's not so much about knowing everything, but it's about exercising that muscle that helps you find the information you need at the time that you need it. Okay? All right, talk soon.